All right, howdy, folks. Top of the day to everybody. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Okay, as we're moving into the weekend here, and we're getting pretty much into the middle of July. It's getting hot out there. They got heat advisories, all types of stuff going on. Though anywhere you go in the south, it's hot. They got flooding up there in the northeast. Okay, shout out and best wishes and Godspeed to those families in Vermont. Okay, those guys been hit up with all types of flooding and stuff like that up there, rain. I just talked to a cat last night from brought him and his girlfriend came out. I was riding around from Nova Scotia. Okay, that's basically just above Maine. All right, but anyway, let's talk about here. I wanted to bring up this 8-year-old. This happened out of Montgomery, Alabama. All right, and I'm supposed to have some family like in my deep ancestry on my dad's side down there in Dalton. Y'all heard of Dalton, Alabama? All right, I think it's maybe an hour or so south of Montgomery. Okay, Mobile County. Anyway, this 8-year-old boy, and they cannot not identify him because of his age. I guess had stole a car, and I don't know. He was joyriding. He was armed, and then next thing you know, there was a witness that saw it and called the police, and they went out on a chase, chasing after this boy, and with a friend, and wanted to go out to the deli and get something to eat or some crap. Okay, I saw this article a couple of days ago. I don't know, there ago. I think it's the Black Conservative, and there was a couple other guys talking about it, and the local news out there in Montgomery had brought up the story. All right, some think the story may have been made up. All right, so, but my thing is what I just think is bizarre, and yes, it happens. Why is an 8-year-old boy armed? Okay, I mean I know that Alabama is one of the Bible Belt states where pro gun and all that. All right, but I just think that look here, if you got a gun or you got guns laying around the house, you need to probably find a way to secure those guns. All right, like if you could probably invest in one of those little safes or something like that, or you can get something where, for example, I have like a book, okay, that looks like a book, right, and it's a safe, okay, and to try to find a way to conceal it to where kids can't get to it or keep it out of reach of children. That's one thing, okay, and then to be able to who taught that kid how to drive, okay, as if this incident happened. Number two, all right. Now I just think that in closing, all right, whether the story happens or not, maybe this is just a sign because stuff like this does happen. I did a story about some teenagers doing this TikTok challenge where they were stealing Kias. Okay, also kids in Chicago, all right, teenagers or whatever, all right, on some teen night, okay, out there wilding out, jumping on top of cars or whatever, and smashing windows or whatever on vehicles. I think that as parents, and if it doesn't apply to you, keep doing what you're doing. But I just think that if if it does not apply to you, you need to try to find a way to get more involved in your child's life, okay, and to enforce. You be like, look, you know what? You don't need to be doing this stuff, but in a way you try to guide and try to teach and let them know that you love them and you know that they're the most important thing or whatever, okay? Not things, but they're their most, you know, uh, important person in in their life. Okay, sometimes you want to probably put your child, you don't really want to do that, but you want to make them feel as though that they're important. That's how I want to say, okay, because actually it's idolatry. Okay, if you love your kids too much, but you want to make them really feel that they're very, very important. Okay, the gem that they already are. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, but I do think that as a reflection from a lot of parents or whatever with things like work or people can get involved and stuff like that, and many of the dads are not around or whatever, and even sometimes the mothers, okay, do stuff like drop these kids off at these schools or the daycare and just walk away like ain't nothing happened. Okay, some, not all. Okay, I say again, some moms and dads. Okay, so just untighten your butthole because I'm not talking about all. Okay, so pay attention to the subject here. Okay, here's what I'm saying is this things like this could be a reflection of that. Okay, of neglect and that type of stuff. So, and we live in a world right now in which women, even children, all right, to where Satan is, all right, or Lucifer, if he has to use, children, and that's the American way or whatever too. Okay, to get there, okay, to I don't know, to get his point across, okay, by trying to, I don't know, cause confusion. If he has to do that, then he'll do that. I know that sounds bizarre, but it is what it is. Okay. So, but mainly the fathers, okay, all right, is to try to be more involved in the children's lives and to do everything. We want to show that we've done everything that we could. Okay. So that's just a little talk with the family there, okay, and encouraging, loving talk. And I hope there's something to stimulate thought. Now I'm a mosey. I got some things I got to take care of. Y'all have a good weekend. If I could think of another subject I want to do, then I'll do it. Okay. But always honor your children, and children honor their mother and their father, as they say, you know, in the Bible and so forth. Okay. All right. Peace.